Everybody, welcome to another review, or a new review, if you will. This time it's Planetary Batman Night on Earth by Warren Ellis, John Cassaday, and David Barron. So this is can you call it a trade paperback? It's really thin. It's not really a trade. Well, maybe it's a trade paperback. I don't know. Anyway, Planetary. For those who do not know what Planetary is or was, they were created in the 90s and they run to late 2009, 2010, I believe, somewhere near that. And Planetary is how do you say, some kind of organization that specializes in investigating weird, strange phenomena like superhumans, aliens, monsters, relics, secrets, and whatnot. And there are three people. The organization is based on four people. The fourth is invisible. Well, not really invisible, but an unknown fourth player that funded the organization, if I remember it correctly, because it's a very long time that I read any Planetary comics. And the main players are, I'm going to show you a little bit, are these three. This is Elijah Snow, and they all have powers, by the way. This is Jakita Wagner, and what the other one is called, they call him the drummer, and I believe it's Ambrose. Yes. Well, and basically they cannot stand each other, but they have all certain dysfunctions, but they have to work in unit, and they are investigating something. So they're going to Gotham City, but not the Gotham City that you and I know of. This is, I believe, another reality or another dimension. Not entirely sure. What's going on with resolution? Okay, that's better. I'm sorry. It resets it once in a while. So as you can see, this is the Joker, but the Joker is part of I believe, a police department or an investigation department. And we see here Dick Grayson, but Dick Grayson is, these two people, they are different. They are not our characters from, the main universe of Batman. Dick Grayson is weird, very weird. So they are looking for a person. And they're looking for a survivor of a secret experimentation camp, and that gave him superhuman abilities, but he is also killing people. And, well, you say this is probably not something really special, but what he does is something like this. So, and I want to say Jon Snow. Elijah Snow, is it Elijah? Is that how you say it? Yeah, Elijah or Elijah. Elijah seen it before, and he said it's a partial multiversal collapse. Several universes get folded into one, multiple Earths occupying the same space. So they're gonna search for the guy who done it, and his name is called. Oh, jeez, what is his name called? I forgot his name. You know what? Maybe we can see it later. Here, let me double check. Skip a few pages. Oh yeah, John Black. This is the person. He's in an alley, and then he's activating his power, and he warps himself through time and space, I believe. But they are these three people. Jakita, Drummer, and Snow are caught in a crossfire and get teleported with him. And then they want to try to get him, but they say, you know what? Don't move. This is something off. This is wrong. And the drummer says, you know what? The information changed because I haven't explained basically what they can do. So Jakita is a very angry, narcissistic powerhouse. She's strong, she's fast, she's invulnerable, got great fighting skills. Snow here is narcissistic also. I don't know what you call it, but there's something wrong with this guy. He's very emotionalist, he's very tactical, and he can freeze objects or do something with his freezing powers. Not like, Iceman or something, but way different. And then we have the drummer, but the drummer is, how do you say? He can, I have to think about that. He can detect and manipulate streams, information streams, like radio waves, computer data, etc., etc. And the Ambrose member that I talked about before, that's another one. So forget what I said about that. So then, out of nowhere, we see Batman showing up. Batman lands, and he said, what's going on here? And Jakita said, well, there's a disturbing individual. We have to take him back, and he will be dealt with. Batman says, no, this is not a murder method I've seen. He'll be dealt with here. And Jakita is getting pissed off, and she's going to punch, and she's punching Batman. And Jakita is one piece of work. She's great, in my opinion. She said, "You just sit there, letter boy. My life is boring, you see, unless I'm working." And her life is interesting if she see crazy people dressed as night bats. And she said, you see your problem. And Batman says, it's definitely a problem for you. And she says, tell me you're single. And they're gonna fight. And I really, really, really love John Cassaday, what he's doing with the fight scene. It's really spectacular. I mean, look at this. They are flashing the weapons together, beating up, that getting lights emanates from them from the what's it called? I'm sorry, my English is so bad, but it looks fantastic. And then here, of course, the shadows, in the fighting scene here, it's great. It's absolutely great, and they still keep continuing in different angles, from the top, from the side, and here as well. It's fantastic, and there's almost no dialogue here. Everything is visual storytelling, but then it gets weird, and I mean that in a good way, or in a fun way. So we continue to fight here a little bit, and then there is another jump, and then we see 1960s Batman, and she is shocked what happened. And 1960s Batman talks like Adam West from the 1960s. I'm sorry, man, but as a few deputized peace officers of Gotham City Police Department, I cannot allow that man to go free. And she said, you know what, you're gonna have to go for me. And he said, I can hit a girl. She says, you were much more attractive a moment ago. And then he sprays her. Bad apologies. He sprays her with, I hope you can see it, it's a little bit dark in here, Bat-female-villain-repellent. That's crazy. But there's another jump, and then we see Ben Affleck's Batman. I mean, or the better word is year one Batman, which he's really buffed up and like more muscled, gritty, older. And we see snow here. Yeah, freezing, if that's you can call it. I'm busy tonight. You are costing me valuable time and protecting a lunatic. And then Snow says, "Oh, you're the Batman. Maybe I should have a good name too. Call me Mr. Freeze," which is of course ridiculous because there is a Mr. Freeze, but he doesn't know that. So this goes a little bit on and on and on, but basically why am I forgetting his name? Just let me look for it again. I mean, Black? Called Jack Black? No, it's not Jack Black. John Black. Okay. John Black is keeping teleporting because he cannot control his powers because he's actually crazy because of what happened to him. I believe he was tortured and the powers that he gained or that he has, he cannot control it. He perceives reality in different ways. His mind is constantly shifting, and that's why he's teleporting. And then they're gonna fight again. I'm just gonna skip a few pages, and then we see my favorite Batman, and that's this one. This is the Batman from the 80s. I love this Batman. It's still my favorite Batman, with the blue cape and the yellow shield and the yellow belt and the gray costume. I really love it. And Black says, I'm sorry, it hurts. I cannot do it. But then Jakita talks to him, to Batman, and he said, you know what? Do you understand even a little what he's telling you? Because he says, there is too many pieces of my brain working at once, Black says. And he said, Jakita explains to Batman, that man and his parents were mutilated in an experimental concentration camp. The result of his torture is a brain locked into a motion of multiverses. He can't cope with it. It's driven him insane, which is absolutely cool. Then Batman asks what happened to his parents. And then Snow says, they were killed. And we see Batman pause. And Black, in pain, transforms, or goes into a shift again. And then somehow we see what happened in the alley. There's some kind of information in there, and the drummer who can see the information is showing to us, to the viewers, to Batman, to the people of the Planetary, what Batman is going through. But they didn't know at the time that was Batman. And then we see this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shot. This is new. This is Batman of the future. I don't believe there's a story about this Batman in whichever comic in DC Comics. It's fantastic. It looks so good. So good. And we see here Batman ask him, what's your name? John Black. How did your parents die? They were shot. Batman pauses again. And he asks Snow what their intentions are. And Snow explains that, he's been damaged for good and we need to help him. He talks to, and this is a very powerful thing that I have. I've read this comic many, many times, and I'm still, this shot is so good. This hit me right in the feels. And because Black says to him, that was you, wasn't it? The little boy. How do you do it? How do you cope? Batman releases him and he said, do you remember your parents? Yes. Do you remember their smiles? Yes. You remember the times that when they made you feel safe? And Black says, yes. That's what you hold on to. That's what you can do for other people. You can give them safety. You can show them they are not alone. He says, that's how you make the world make sense. That's how you make the world make sense. If you can do that, you can stop the world from making more people like us. And no one have to be scared anymore. And Black relaxes. They are going back to the reality. And well, Jakita said, I totally beat you up, And this is the last shot. I know I spoiled a lot, but I don't care. It's an old comic and it's very great. And Jakita said, I totally kicked his ass. You like him, don't you? Says Snow. He's your special bat friend. Get away from me. And he said, this town is insane. Yes, absolutely. This is fantastic. This is a fantastic book. Absolutely recommend. Yes, sorry I spoiled everything, but this book is from 2003. Yes, 2003. Highly recommend. Buy it if you wanted to read it for yourself, although I spoiled it, sorry. Visually, beautifully, masterfully told. A lot of great action, hard-ass people in here, and a emotion at the end with a good ending. It's great. Definitely recommend. Okay, guys, that's it for now. See you on the other side. Well, that sounds weird. See you next time. Hope you liked the video. As always, please like, please subscribe, please share, and I'll see you next time.